Rebel Wilson, the comedic powerhouse whose larger-than-life presence has lit up screens from Bridesmaids to Pitch Perfect, is no stranger to standing up for herself. But in a storm of legal battles surrounding her directorial debut, The Deb, the Australian actress finds herself defending not just her professional choices but her very character. Accusations of bullying, lying, and orchestrating smear campaigns have been hurled her way through multiple defamation suits filed by the film's producers and star. Wilson, undeterred, has vehemently denied these claims, framing the ordeal as retaliation against her role as a whistleblower. In a fiery interview, she dismantled the narrative piece by piece, insisting that the lawsuits are nothing more than people trying to sling mud at me. This controversy, unfolding against the backdrop of a film meant to celebrate young women's empowerment, raises thorny questions about accountability, power dynamics in independent cinema, and the cost of speaking truth in Hollywood. At the epicenter is The Deb, Wilson's passion project that tells the story of two teenage cousins, Taylor, a farm girl portrayed by Natalie Abbott, and her city slicker counterpart Maeve, played by Charlotte McInnes, as they navigate the rituals and rivalries of a debutante ball in a sleepy Australian town. It's a coming-of-age tale infused with humor, heart, and social commentary, drawing from Wilson's own experiences growing up down under. Production was meant to be a triumph, her first foray behind the camera after years of on-screen hilarity. But behind the scenes, chaos erupted, leading to a cascade of lawsuits alleging sexual harassment, financial mismanagement, false imprisonment, and a vicious smear campaign against producer Amanda Ghost. Wilson, who stepped in to address these issues, now faces backlash that paints her as the antagonist, a bully and a liar who weaponized her fame against collaborators. In her defense, Wilson turned to Australia's 9 Network's 60 Minutes for a platform to set the record straight. There is zero evidence of any kind of bullying or anything, she asserted, her tone a mix of exasperation and resolve. She positioned herself as the hero of her own story. This is a situation where I was a whistleblower. I stood up when it was important to stand up and say something. The allegations against her include claims that she instructed her publicist to create and promote malicious websites targeting Ghost, dubbing her the Indian Ghislaine Maxwell in scathing posts. Wilson shot this down with emphatic denial. I don't have any memory of doing that, she insisted, calling the entire accusation absolutely untrue. For Wilson, who has built a career on bold, unapologetic characters, this fight feels personal, a defense of integrity in an industry that often rewards silence. To unpack the turmoil, one must rewind to the film's genesis. The Deb was greenlit amid Wilson's rising clout post-Pitch Perfect success, where her breakout as Fat Amy turned her into a global laugh riot. Directing was a dream deferred, fueled by her knack for sharp wit and underdog tales. Casting Abbott and McInnes brought fresh energy, their on-screen chemistry capturing the awkward thrill of adolescence. But production hiccups snowballed. Reports of erratic behavior, budget overruns, and interpersonal clashes created a toxic brew. When harassment claims surfaced, allegedly involving cast and crew, Wilson intervened, halting filming to ensure safety. This stand-up moment, she argues, was principled, not punitive. Yet, it backfired legally, with Ghost and others countersuing, portraying Wilson as a meddlesome diva whose actions derailed the project. The false imprisonment charge stems from an incident where a producer claims they were confined during a heated meeting. Financial irregularities point to opaque spending. Wilson counters that these are distractions from deeper misconduct. This saga mirrors broader Hollywood reckonings, from #MeToo exposures to indie film woes where limited oversight amplifies abuses. Wilson's whistleblower stance aligns her with figures like Rose McGowan, who faced similar smears post-revelation. But her celebrity, 11 million Instagram followers strong, adds a digital dimension. The alleged websites, if true, would represent a low blow, leveraging online vitriol to tarnish reputations. Wilson's denial underscores a key tension. Memory in high-stress environments can falter, but intent matters. She describes the lawsuits as mud-slinging, a tactic to discredit her before The Deb even premieres. The film, now in post-production limbo, was poised for festival buzz, its themes of female solidarity ironic amid the real-life fractures. Wilson's career trajectory adds poignancy. From Bachelorette to Isn't It Romantic, she's championed body positivity and self-love, turning personal insecurities into comedic gold. Directing The Deb was her bid for auteur status, a shift from sidekick to visionary. The backlash threatens that, but Wilson remains defiant, her humor intact. In the interview, she laughed off the bully label, noting how it clashes with her empathetic roles. Supporters rally online, viewing her as a protector. Critics see overreach. The truth likely lies in gray areas. Passion projects breed intensity and whistleblowing invites fallout. As litigation drags on, the Deb hangs in balance, its debutante dreams clashing with courtroom dramas. For Wilson, it's a crucible testing her resilience. If history holds, she'll emerge stronger, perhaps channeling this into memoir fodder or a sequel with sharper edges. Her denial isn't just rebuttal, it's reclamation, reminding us that bullies don't whistleblow, they silence. In Hollywood's Hall of Mirrors, Wilson's stand illuminates the shadows where power preys. Whether vindicated or not, her voice endures as bold as ever.